All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could join us here tonight. We have a great show planned for you folks here tonight. I've got my wonderful, beautiful, amazing lady already on the front lines of the StreamYard. Hello, babe. How are you?
Hi, baby. How are you?
I'm good. My hat is cockeyed. I have to fix it. There we go.
Uh-oh.
I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose. It's all good. It's all good. I Urkeled it. I Urkeled it, baby. You remember Steve
Oh,
Urkel?
you. Mm-hmm. You and
Yeah,
I've had discussions.
it's all good. It's all good. But we have a great show planned for you folks here tonight. This is going to be a two-part show because we're going to be going over some very important information and we don't want to rush it. And we have a couple of blogs we're going to be going over that's going to share some great and valuable information that we're also going to be putting our own spin on. But before we get that, notification has gone out and the back end of YouTube is rolling smoothly. Let's just check in to see what the topic is. It is my lady and I discuss how women's vulnerabilities are being used by men online. One more time, my lady and I discuss how women's vulnerabilities are being used by men online. I wanted to create a little bit of a more, heavy-hitting type of title, but, we are a monetized channel. And, YouTube will demonetize certain titles. It matters more about the title than what's said in the stream. And that's what demonetization is primarily based on. So, but basically, the truth of the matter is women are not just being used, they're being abused, baby. Wouldn't you say that makes more of an accurate depiction?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think a lot of men out here are, women are coming out, they're sharing their stories, they're being real, and men are just taking that vulnerability that women are putting out there, manipulating it, and then just tearing them down. And it's due to their own insecurities, their own issues with their own mothers or caretakers or whatever, and it's not okay. When you don't know
Yes.
somebody when you don't know somebody, there's no right for you to sit there and talk about them
Right. Right.
and deface
So
their and just spread them through the mud like, "You don't know me. You don't know her. You don't know that person." Like, I can go on and on, like, it's not okay.
it's definitely not okay. And we're going to talk about why it happens, how it happens, and what these online social media sites are doing and not doing to combat this. We're going to actually share some information that YouTube put out about 2.5 years ago regarding creator on creator harassment. They were saying a couple years ago, 2.5 years ago, that they're taking a stronger stance against creator on creator harassment. And they did for a little while, but then they completely forgot it existed. Like, seriously, like it's gotten really bad again on YouTube. The harassment's gotten really, really bad. The harassment, the bullying, cyberbullying, intimidation. I'm seeing like so many live streams on this platform that just make me sick. They make me sick. And the only reason why I feel YouTube is letting them, stay and not canning them is because the drama makes money. But even then, is it right? Is it morally right for, a company to allow certain creators or many creators to blatantly violate their community guidelines and allow them to harass people just because those channels are making money? I mean, what are
Well,
your thoughts about that before we
yeah,
get to it, babe?
I totally agree. I'm like, what is the point of reporting all of these channels when nothing gets done?
Nothing ever
You know,
happens.
you can Yeah, you can report them until your fucking fingers fall off, and then nothing gets done.
Yeah.
So it's a pointless system. Um, but the problem is, as time goes on right now with women these days, like, you know, we are emotional beings, and I hate to use that because that makes me so mad when you say that, but we are.
Wait. It makes you mad that I accurately describe how women are
Yes.
naturally.
Yes,
Why
because
is
you've
wait,
pin
hold on. Why does it make you mad, baby?
because you pinpointed it. We live in today's world where it's our feelings right now. We are emotional, um, and I am right now disgusted, absolutely disgusted by what I've seen in the last 6 months on YouTube, by what men are doing to women and how they are manipulating them, they are womanizing them, they are degrading them,
they're
they're
exploiting them.
exploiting them. That
Mhm.
I don't even know any more adjectives right now to say what
Yep.
these men are doing.
Yep.
Like, I could go on for days with the adjectives,
Right.
but I don't have time for that. It's just disgusting to me. At my age, to see what is being done, it just makes me sick.
Right. Yeah. Well, let's do this, baby. Let's get right to it because it's going to be a two-part show, and we definitely want to end this show here tonight by, I'd say, 10:15 or 10:30 at the latest. I mean, I know we started later than we expected, and I know you're still my lady's at my place. She stayed an extra day because we're making up for lost time. We were focusing on other things the last few days, so we want to have some alone time. But let's do this. This show will happen in two parts. The first part, we're going to go over YouTube's creator on creator harassment policy that was enacted about 2.5 years ago. We're going to read that in the same ways I read it 2.5 years ago on my other channel. And then we're going to take a break after that. And we're also going to come back and, well, when we come back, which is what I'm trying to say, we're going to get into this other blog. This is from the coe.int website. And it's titled No Space for Violence Against Women and Girls in the Digital World. You know, it's a very, very interesting blog written on this topic we're discussing. So we'll get to that after the break. So without further ado, let's switch on over to the browser source. And here we go again. I feel like a broken record. I don't know how many times I've talked about this creator on creator harassment policy that YouTube put in place and was actually living by their words initially when they enacted it back in December of 2019. This was written December 11th in 2019, about 2.5 years ago. It was written by Matt Halprin, Vice President, Global Head of Trust and Safety. Well, Matt, what happened, brother? What's going on? Because I get harassed on this platform every single day by multiple people. You know, my lady's been harassed. I've seen other vulnerable men and women, but more so women, get harassed. And, you know, I'm sure there are people that are reporting this type of information, but YouTube's not doing a damn thing about it. They've just gone, you know, silent from, you know, addressing these things. So let's read this because you've never seen this, babe. And to some people out there, this is going to be new, but I've known about this since it was released. So this is what they wrote back in 2019. Over the last several years, we have worked to improve the way we manage content on YouTube by quickly removing it when it violates our community guidelines. That's hogwash, YouTube. Reducing the spread of borderline content, raising up authoritative voices when people are looking for breaking news and information, and rewarding trusted creators and artists that make YouTube a special place. Well, they are raising up authoritative voices like Fox News and CNN and all that because those companies are making them money. And they're not removing, hateful content because it's making them money. It seems like to me, YouTube will let things slide, even things that violate their terms of service, as long as it makes them money. And that's very hypocritical, to what they're saying here. But let's continue. Unless you have anything to add to that so far, babe?
Yeah, no, keep going with that. I'm good.
Today we are announcing a series of policy and policy and product changes that update how we tackle harassment on YouTube. We systematically review all our policies to make sure the line between what we remove and what we allow is drawn in the right place. Well, I don't know who's drawing that line, YouTube, at this point, because it's very, very skewed. And recognized earlier this year that for harassment, there is more we can do to protect our creators and community. Well, what are you doing to protect me, YouTube, or my lady, or many other creators that are constantly attacked and harassed on this platform on a regular basis? Babe, are you there?
Yes.
I don't know what happened. Did you mute for a second?
I always do.
Oh, okay. Okay, no worries. So let's continue here. Harassment hurts our community by making people less inclined to share their opinions and engage with each other. We heard this time and again from creators, including those who met with us during the development of this policy update. We also met with a number of experts who shared their perspective and informed our process, from organizations that study online bullying bullying or advocate on behalf of journalists to free speech proponents and policy organizations from all sides of the political spectrum. Okay, yeah, this is what you did back then, and it was the right thing to do. We remain committed to our openness as a platform and to ensure that spirited debate and vigorous exchange of ideas continue to thrive here. However, we will not tolerate harassment, and we believe the steps outlined below will contribute to our mission by making YouTube a better place for anyone to share their story or opinion. What are your thoughts so far about that, babe? And I'm hearing you are you okay in there?
Oh, I'm fine. That's why I'm muted, because I'm getting stuff from my stuff in the living room. I had to get a couple things out of for
Okay, that's why
myself. Yes.
I heard you. I heard you moving around. That's all right. That's all good.
And
Anything you want to
that's
add
why
to
I
that so
muted
far?
it, so it wouldn't. No, I have nothing to add.
Okay, maybe you'll have something to add to this. A stronger stance against threats and personal attacks. Yeah, right. Let's read what they said. We've always removed videos that explicitly threaten someone, reveal confidential personal information, or encourage people to harass someone else. YouTube, I can send you links to about 20 videos right now regarding that other people have probably flagged, and you haven't done a damn thing about it. So,
yep,
this is not true. Moving forward, our policies will go a step further and not only prohibit explicit threats, but also veiled or implied threats. You know how many implied threats people have made to me every single day, YouTube, and you don't do a thing about it. Okay? Babe?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what an implied threat is? An implied threat is basically a fake threat just to get attention, like fake instigated drama, pretty much. Right?
Oh, yeah.
That's an implied threat, right?
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope.
This includes content simulating violence toward an individual or language suggesting physical violence may occur. No individual should be subject to harassment that suggests violence. Well, yeah, I've experienced all that over the last 5 years plus on this platform, and nothing's ever been done about it. Let's continue. Beyond threatening someone, there is also demeaning language that goes too far. Boy, how often, baby, do people demean me on this platform? Every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
To
make me say the
establish,
word.
that's all right. To establish a consistent criteria for what type of content is not allowed on YouTube, we're building upon the framework we use for our hate speech policy. We will no longer allow content that maliciously insults someone based on protected attributes such as their race, gender expression, or sexual orientation. This applies to everyone
Hmm.
from private individuals to YouTube creators to public officials. Yeah, baby. How good of a job do you think YouTube is doing at following their own policy they created 2.5 years ago?
I think this YouTube policy was established for celebrities.
You
Ariana
know,
Grande. This is, yes, it's to protect Frankie Grande from getting attacked for being a homosexual. They're not looking at the little people. They're only looking at the big people, is what I'm saying. That's who they're
well,
protecting.
they're protecting their money is what they're doing, and I can't listen. As a company, I can't blame them for protecting their money. But quite frankly, if you're going to come out here and put out this policy and blatantly allow creators to harass other creators constantly all the time, and not do a thing about it, I mean, it's like you're going against your own words, and then people lose faith and trust in you, right? But we keep coming back because this is the best platform to create content on. It has the best monetization program, and I've got 2 channels monetized. This one was just monetized recently. My second channel monetized, our second channel monetized, and where else are we gonna go? So it's almost kind of like they have us by the huevos. You know what I mean? So let's continue here. Cool.
Yes.
Consequences for a pattern of harassing behavior. Something we heard from our creators is that harassment sometimes takes the shape of a pattern of repeated behavior across multiple videos or comments. Boy, that sounds familiar. Even if any individual video doesn't cross our policy line, that means if somebody is creating constant content on you every single day, all the time, that is considered creator on creator harassment. Okay. To address this, and I know many people out here on this platform, create content on the same people every day. It's many people doing it, and I've said before, to all these people that are doing it, hey, this is violating YouTube's terms of service, and it's only a matter of time that you're going to pay the price for it unless you stop. But they keep going. So to address this, we're tightening our policies for the YouTube Partner Program, YPP, to get even tougher on those who engage in harassing behavior and to ensure we reward only trusted creators. Channels that repeatedly brush up against our harassment policy will be suspended from YPP, eliminating their ability to make money on YouTube. We may also remove content from channels if they repeatedly harass someone. If this behavior continues, we'll take more severe action, including issuing strikes or terminating a channel altogether. I'll give YouTube one thing. They have gotten a lot better at protecting, the YouTube Partner Program, because that's their biggest, money maker there, the advertisers. And then, they split that money with the creators in the YouTube Partner Program. And so, yeah, what a lot of people don't realize, and I watch a lot of the insider stuff that YouTube puts out. I read a lot of the blogs behind the scenes. I follow the Creator Insider channel, so I know exactly what's going on. I follow Team YouTube on Twitter, and every 6 months or so, anyone in the YouTube Partner Program gets automatically reviewed to see if you're still compliant with YouTube's community guidelines, terms of service, monetization policies, etc. And it is at that point where, most of these repeated offenders get popped by first and foremost being removed from the YouTube Partner Program, and then even possibly getting community guideline strikes, or if something is very severe, it could terminate their whole entire channel in one shot. So, for those of you out there, that are being violated on the platform, just know that if it is a monetized channel that is coming at you, they will be reviewed at some point. At some point, YouTube will look into it. So just be patient. Don't give up on your goals and dreams because someone is coming at you. Ignore them and just keep on creating. Anything you want to add to that, babe?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
So far, does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
Addressing toxic comments. We know that the comments section is an important place for fans to engage with creators and each other. At the same time, we heard feedback that comments are often where creators and viewers encounter harassment. Oh, it is. I get harassed in the comments section every damn day on multiple channels. Okay. So that's definitely happening there. This behavior not only impacts the person targeted by the harassment, but can also have a chilling effect on the entire conversation. Right. It distracts the actual message the creator is trying to create, especially if you're doing a live stream. That can get very distracting. On pre-recorded videos, I mean, it's a lot easier to handle because you're not there live. You've already created the content. And in that case, I would just tell people, use your moderation tools. YouTube has this new setting now where you can hold potentially inappropriate comments for review. And if it gets pretty bad after that, you can select increase strictness on top of hold potentially all inappropriate comments for review. So you have tools that can moderate things for the most part automatically. Some still get through, and a lot of these people that are just very immature, insecure, and want to attack you, they figure out the workarounds. So some of them will get through. Make sure you have the YouTube app installed on your phone and the studio app on your phone. You'll get notified when you get a message, and you can just go there and hide user from channel, regardless of where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
What do you?
Yeah.
What are
Yeah.
you doing?
No,
What are you
I'm
doing?
agreeing with you.
Go
I'm
ahead.
totally agreeing with you. Like, I think that's such a great idea.
Okay. Okay, let's continue then. To combat this, we remove comments that clearly violate our policies. That's BS. Over 16 million in the third quarter of this year, specifically due to harassment. The policy updates we've outlined above will also apply to comments, so we expect this number to increase in future quarters. I think what YouTube should do is at any time one of these comments are removed, they should give the Google account, YouTube/Google account that, got that, comment removed, even if it's in a live stream chat or on a pre-recorded video. They should give him a warning. The next time this happens, you will get a strike on your channel, even though you're not creating content. They've got to punish accounts, and they've got to start holding accounts accountable that, are just there to troll and harass people as well. So, I don't
Agreed.
think they're doing that, but that's something they should do. Beyond
Agreed.
comments, let's see. Beyond comments that we remove, we also empower creators to further shape the conversation on their channels and have a variety of tools that can help. When we're not sure a comment violates our policies, but it seems potentially inappropriate, we give creators the option to review it before it is posted on their channel. And they do. And for the most part, YouTube does a decent job at that. But a lot of these people will type words and, using symbols and stuff to try to bypass these filters. And YouTube and Google are getting smarter to identify that as well. But sometimes they will go through. Just make sure you keep an eye on your channel regularly and just remove anything manually that, makes it through a spam filter. That's my advice on that. Results among early adopters were promising. Channels that enabled the feature saw a 75% reduction in user flags on comments. Earlier this year, we began to turn this setting on by default for most creators. I think it's hold potentially inappropriate comments for reviews, what they're talking about. And now they have an extra feature where you check the checkbox next to that for increased strictness. And that's what I recommend doing, especially if you've been trolled as much as I have. We continue to fine-tune our systems to make sure we catch truly toxic comments, not just anything that's negative or critical. And feedback from creators has been positive. Last week, we began turning this feature on by default for YouTube's largest channels with the site's most active comment sections, and will roll out to most channels by the end of the year. Well, that was a couple years ago. To be clear, creators can opt out. And if they choose to leave the feature enabled, they still have ultimate control over which held comments can appear on their videos. Alternatively, creators can also ignore held comments altogether if they prefer. Then they get removed automatically, I think 60 days later, which is what it tells you on the back end of YouTube. All of these updates represent another step towards making sure we protect the YouTube community. We expect there will continue to be healthy debates over some of the decisions, and we have an appeals process in place if creators believe we made the wrong call on a video. As we make these changes, it is vitally important that YouTube remain a place where people can express a broad range of ideas, and will continue to protect discussion on matters of public interest and artistic expression. We also believe these discussions can be had in ways that invite participation and never make someone fear for their safety. We're committed to continue revisiting our policies regularly to ensure... Baby, what are you doing?
Nothing. I'm sorry.
Are you like filing your nails?
Yeah. I'm being a
I
girl.
could,
I'm so sorry.
and it's going right through the microphone.
Okay, I'll mute.
Yeah, you probably want to mute while you're doing that, baby. That's all I'm saying. We're committed to continue. I love women. I love women. I love my woman. We're committed to continue revisiting our policies regularly to ensure that they are preserving the magic of YouTube while also living up to the expectations of our community. My lady's trying to look all nice and pretty for when we're done with the show. It's all good. And that's that, baby. What are your final thoughts here before we go on break and then we come back to get to the next part of the show here? You're muted.
I'm sorry. What was that question?
What are your thoughts about what I just talked about, baby? What I just shared regarding the creator-on-creator harassment policy, the way YouTube is handling comments. They said they're going to be taking a stronger stance on it. Do you feel they've taken a stronger stance? Or
No,
do you
they don't.
Okay.
No, I feel that everything is left by the sidelines and they're not doing anything. Like I said earlier, why do they have a report button if they're not going to do anything when you report them for harassing or bullying you? It's pointless.
Yeah. I mean, I think it makes them appear like they care and they're doing something about it. And I'm not saying that YouTube, lets 100% of these go. They remove people every now and then, but it really, honestly, there are people that clearly and blatantly violate the terms of service daily. And some of these people have been removed in the past, but it takes a long time for these people to get removed. I mean, they literally have to violate the terms of service severely for like a year straight before they even get a community guideline strike or, get removed from the YouTube partner program or something. And in the meantime, it is really, really not fair and not right to the people that are being victimized by these creators that I call bad actors. And, YouTube, there's another blog. I'm not going to read that. It's from the past. Maybe we'll go over that another time. But YouTube has also started calling them bad actors. I mean, the CEO of YouTube, Susan Wojcicki, who's been the CEO, I believe, for almost like 10 years now, she said we're taking a stronger stance against bad actors and we're removing bad actors from the platform. But I literally know 10 or 20 bad actors off the top of my head right now. I'm not going to mention any names, but I know of like at least 10 or 20 bad actors on the platform that blatantly violate the terms of service. You're doing it again.
Yeah. Oh, God, I'm sorry.
I mean, are you bored or something or?
Oh, no, I'm just being a lady, just filing my nails.
Okay. I mean, it's not the most professional thing to be filing your nails and it goes right through your microphone, but
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying, baby, you know better than that. Come on. No disrespect. It's all good. I love you. Okay. But yeah, um, quite frankly, YouTube started, taking this creator on creator harassment policy seriously back at the end of 2019 and the beginning of 2020. For about the first half of 2020, they really, really, really took care of business. And then by the time 2020 ended, I think it was during the time. See, the time they enacted this, they were having issues with their um, sponsors, and sponsors, were threatening to pull out, and so YouTube, I guess was just trying to show that, hey, we really care about the content on our platform. We want to make our sponsors feel satisfied. Now the sponsors feel satisfied, and so YouTube is like, okay, we don't have to be as strict anymore. We don't have to apply our own rules, because when we look at the numbers, half the channels on YouTube are drama channels that attack other people, prey on women's vulnerabilities, do all this shady crap, and they make us a ton of money. So we're just gonna let them slide, and that's sad. It is. Like, baby, before we go on break, I mean, you tell me. I mean, I understand they have to be profitable, but seriously, like, where do you draw the line?
I don't know. Where do you draw that line?
I mean, how does this make you feel before we go
That's a
on break
great
here?
question. It's a
Mm-hmm.
great question. Where do you draw that line? You
Yeah,
know?
and I mean, yeah, baby. And the truth of the matter is this: you look at some creators, and maybe their content may not be directly breaking the law, but it is very unethical type of content. And then those creators can come back and say, well, you know, just because I'm doing unethical things doesn't mean I'm breaking the law. No, but think
No.
about it. I mean, is that the kind of person you want to be, or are these people just wanting to be those types of people where they don't have a care for other people's feelings, wants, and needs? Is it just about themselves and the amount of money they can make by doing stupid shit and getting away with it? Is that what it is? Because that's
Y-
pretty sad.
Your guess is as good as mine because my intelligent level is it's higher than these people. I don't even know how they're thinking.
Yeah, I get it. I get
And
it.
I don't want to sound arrogant or cocky, but I am a grown ass woman and these people act like teenagers. And I'm just saying my intelligence level is far higher than theirs. So I don't understand why they're acting the way they are at their age. It's
Oh,
ridiculous.
typically people behave in this way because they have nothing. They feel they have nothing else to offer the world that's going to get them the same attention, uh, compared to what they're already doing, right? And it typically stems from an insecurity. Some people will look at someone like me and say, okay, I'm not capable of doing what Eli is doing, or I would do it. And so, I think it has to do with the fact that they're focusing on the only way they feel they can gain traction and make money, um, and keep an audience around. And all they're doing is attracting an audience of like-minded people that are, full of depression, anxiety, um, an audience of people that don't love themselves. A lot of these creators, they will target disabled people, and prey on their vulnerabilities, mentally challenged people, and they'll prey on their vulnerabilities. I mean, I've just seen so many channels take advantage of people like that. It makes me sick, and YouTube just doesn't do a thing about it. So,
Mm-mm.
I mean, I'm all about just raising awareness and allowing people to make their own decision who they support and who they follow. And at some point down the road, I was going to talk about this with you, babe, off the air, but I'll say it very briefly now. I want to turn my Genuine Networking Association that I own, the GNA. As you see on the bottom right on your screen, you see the GNA star there. It's a registered trademark. I've owned the business. I started it 10 plus years ago when I was doing in-person networking. I really want to turn this into, at least part of it, into a nonprofit organization where we help, victims of cyberbullying and harassment. Because the truth of the matter is the FBI doesn't care about it. The local police doesn't care about it. You call the police, they say it's a YouTube beef. You call the FBI, they say call your local police, which they say is a YouTube beef, right? And then, the FBI will only look into it after somebody dies, or if there's, some accusation. Like, remember the guy we watched on Netflix, babe, Hunter Moore? Okay. Hunter Moore was doing this crap on his website. Is anyone up? And he was having this one dude hack into women's Gmail accounts to get their nudes without their permission, right? And so when the FBI wasn't going to take the case, but when the FBI found out that Hunter was paying someone to hack into Gmail accounts, they went after Hunter and the guy that was hacking for hacking, not for the original issue, which they should have gone after him for that, right? You see how it works? You see how the police work? It has to be something like that that they can clearly, definitively, easily prove, or someone has to die before they take action. So there really is no outlet on the internet where people can go to get support for bullying and harassment.
Do you know what they call that?
Bullying and harassment. What do they call that?
They call that plausible action.
No, it's called plausible deniability is what it is, baby. That's what you're saying.
No, the action.
Oh, the action. Okay.
Saying.
Okay.
That they're taking.
Oh, you're saying that plausible action, meaning that they can easily go after him for, hacking and stealing,
Yes.
right? Over going after someone that is exploiting women on a website.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying. All right, babe. Let's go ahead and take our break. And we're going to then come back and get into the first part of the next blog, which is titled No Space for Violence Against Women and Girls in the Digital World. I'm going to go ahead and cue up some music. Give me a couple of minutes before you come on out. I got to cue it up, and I will come get you in a second, Dave. I'm going to put you backstage, all right?
No worries.
All right. So backstage she goes. Let's cue up that music. Let's cue it up. We got 1. We got 2. We got 3. And just need 1 more. All right, music is all queued up. We're going to step away for an 8 or 9 minute break, and when we return, we're going to get to the second blog, No Space for Violence Against Women and Girls in the Digital World. So stay tuned for that. Stick around. Whoa. We'll be right
when you have magic.
right. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Take a moment and relax. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Let's get fired up. Let's get fired up. Let's get fired up, everybody. Get fired up. Work it, work it, work it, work it, work it. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, all right, all right. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. There we go. Live here on YouTube, live on Coach Eli 2, authentic live streams, the new home of most of my live streams. If you haven't heard, this channel was monetized earlier, actually last week, a week ago on Monday. And I ended up moving my Walking with Purpose live streams here to this channel. So if you've been looking for the Walking with Purpose live streams and you can't find them, it's because they're here. They're on this channel here now. So most of the live streams are going to be here. And on my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias, Melas, starting later this week, I'm going to be creating some high-quality, pre-recorded, bite-sized content in the highest quality, 4K at 60 frames per second. We're also going to be doing some more YouTube shorts. Those are those 1 minute or less TikTok-style videos. And additionally, we're going to be creating some more members-only content. I'm not going to get into the members-only content jargon. If you want to become a member, just check out the membership packages on both channels. My main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas, where Nightbot is sharing the link here in this chat every 7 minutes, or just go to youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. And those same exact packages are available here on Coach Eli 2 authentic live streams. My suggestion is to become a $4.99 channel member, where you will get everything. If you purchase the $2.99 channel membership, you will only get access to streams I do that are running a members only chat, but otherwise are publicly available. So also, if you want to make a donation to support this channel, support my lady and I and what we do here, you can do so in one of many ways. The super chat is now available at the bottom of the chat. Or if you would prefer to donate via Cash App or PayPal, Nightbot, there we go. Nightbot is sharing my PayPal and Cash App links every 7 minutes in the chat. Or on PayPal, just go to paypal.me/Coach Eli. And on Cash App, you can go to $The Real Coach Eli. And as always, donations are greatly appreciated, but they are not required. All right, let's get right back to it. And I'm going to bring my lady back on right away. Right away. Hey, babe, how you doing?
Hey, babe.
Hey, it looks like Sifu Smo popped on. He came in after the first half ended. Should I bring him on?
Yes.
Let's bring on Dion here for a little bit. We can
My
talk
good
with him
friend
a little
Dion.
bit before we get to to the blog we're going to be doing. Dion, how you doing, man? Is that you?
Hey, how you doing, Coach? This is
Yeah,
this is Sifu.
that's my Dion.
How you guys
Jesus,
doing
man.
tonight?
Oh, we're doing great. My lady wouldn't even let you get a word in, bro. She cut you off before you finished your sentence. It's all good, bro.
Nah, it's all good, man.
I just knew that was Dion's voice. I knew it was nobody fake. So,
Because she can tell
Dion,
the New York accent, you know?
yeah.
That's right. Dion, let me ask you, has your lady ever cut you off mid-sentence?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
All the time, brother. Hey, you know what? Let's give the ladies a big round of applause for cutting us off mid-sentence. Yeah. But you know what? You know what, bro? We love them anyway. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Amen.
No, I mean, unless you want to be gay, there's no other way.
Well, okay. I guess so. I mean, it's your choice. You know, what you want to be in this world, and everybody has equal rights, so it's all good in the hood. Well, anyway, Dion, we were hoping you were going to come a little bit earlier, but we're glad to have you here right now. Let's just get some of your feedback real quick, and then we're going to move on to the next part of the show that my lady and I are just going to do. Babe, well, how about you? You started off. You have some questions for Dion, don't you?
Oh, well, Dion and I talk all the time. So, we're pretty transparent with each other. But yeah, no, I wanted to talk to you tonight on this panel because you've expressed that your lady has felt that she's attacked
Right.
on YouTube. And that not only comes from the one dramasphere we're in, but other ones that like on your side as well. And that is what's almost preventing her from coming out and being here with you on YouTube.
Oh, without a doubt. Like I haven't even shown her yet, and she's already being cyberbullied. Like these
Yes.
are how crazy these people are.
And they do try to manipulate vulnerable women, where, and I say vulnerable in the sense that her and I, when we got into this, we had no idea what YouTube was all about,
Right.
you know? And now they're attacking our being, like ourself, and they don't have any idea who we are. They have no idea what her name is, where what she's all about, what I'm all about.
Yeah.
Yet they want to tear us down, and that's not fair.
Well, let me mention one thing real quick where Dion responds here. And this is with all due respect to women. Women are naturally and biologically going to be a lot more vulnerable than men. Now, I'm not saying that
Right.
men shouldn't be vulnerable. Men need to allow themselves to be vulnerable to be able to take chances in life and to bond and connect with women. Because as a man, if you're closed off, I'm hearing some feedback. Okay, there
For
we go.
me,
Okay, feedback is gone. No, it was coming from somewhere, but it's gone now. You know, like I said, men need to allow themselves to be vulnerable. Something's feeding back.
Is that my mic or is that coming from somewhere else?
If you're on your phone, Dion, on speaker, if you can just turn down your volume a little bit, I think that'll take care of that. I think it's feeding back a little bit. That's not a big deal,
Gotcha.
though. Yeah,
All
no
right.
worries, man. So, like I
yeah,
said,
I did that a lot.
men need to until we got you a headset. Now you sound great, but men need to allow themselves to be vulnerable, to bond and connect with women. But as far as women go, women are naturally and biologically vulnerable 24/7, 365. Correct me if I'm wrong, babe. You're a lady. Let me hear it from the horse's mouth.
Oh, no, that's correct. I mean, we are strong, but we
Yeah.
are also vulnerable. And in the case of what Dion's lady is going through, they're starting a new life. They're starting a family.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big thing for both of them. And to try to like call her out and say she ain't real and all this other stuff, it's just stupid.
Yeah, but
What
babe, real
It's
what's
quick.
funny?
stupid.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dion. Go ahead. Go
What's
ahead.
crazy is too is because I've actually have videos where I've been on the phone with her. Like I've called her at work and in one of my videos, and clearly it's her voice, and people still they doubt. Like they just because people want to believe whatever they want to believe. Like you could put all the evidence in there you want, they just don't want to believe.
Sure.
They
Exactly.
say, "Oh, that's not her voice. That's your grandma's voice," or they make up all this narrative to fit
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Agenda.
their
Agenda.
belief system.
Or their
Agenda.
Exactly,
agenda, right? Agenda, right?
exactly. Agenda. That's the word for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
No.
here's the thing.
And
Here's the thing, Dion.
I'm sorry,
Go ahead,
baby,
babe.
but I was gonna just say to Dion is, like I've said, him and I have been talking for a while, and we're pretty transparent. And he has shared a picture of his lady with me, and I know she's real. You
Okay.
know, I believe him, and all these people. are just insecure fucking ingrades. I'm sorry to say, but
Well,
they have no life and they just
babe,
want to pick on the better people.
what they do, babe. Here's what happens, and this is typically done more so by immature, insecure men. Some women will come at other women, but what's really happening nowadays, especially out on YouTube and social media, is that you've got these men that create their content out of getting reactions from other people, and the easiest reaction to get is from preying on a woman's vulnerabilities. Women, like I said, they're naturally going to be vulnerable all the time. So men that understand that have learned to exploit a woman's vulnerability, and they can talk about any woman, like Dion's woman. No one knows who she is. No one can identify her. They don't even know you, but they basically
Want to exploit us.
Well, they talk
Exploit
about
us.
it, and right, but see, these guys can talk about Dion's woman and say Dion's woman doesn't exist, Eli's woman doesn't exist, and it triggers you, ladies, even though they don't know
Right, exactly.
who you are,
Yeah.
and you don't know who they are, right? So if they can get a
What did I
reaction
say
out
to
of
you
you
today? I said we are collateral damage in this world because they want to go after you guys, but they know, because you guys are real men, the only way to get after you is to go after the woman.
Exactly.
Well, look at this here. Look at the sock count in there. I will read it. Dion, you said you were done with beta Melas, and he put spaces in there so it could bypass the spam filter. Sir, honestly, man, do you not have anything better to do with your time? I mean, if you think I'm a beta male, it's all good. I'm gonna get laid. I'm gonna be getting laid tonight, and you're not.
So is Dion.
But go ahead. And so is Dion.
And so is Dion.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So go ahead.
If you have to make, these guys that make these swap accounts, man, these guys are all incel virgins. Like,
they are
guys still living in mommy and daddy's basement. Like, I mean,
still sucking on mommy's titty.
Right. Yeah.
Well, baby, I would really like to keep this a little bit cleaner on the monetized channel, but that's
sorry.
okay.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I mean, baby, go ahead. It's all good. It's all
but
good.
Dion, you know that I'm right.
Oh, without a doubt, you're right. Like,
yeah, I should have said that a little bit more ladylike, but that is the truth.
Well, she's raw and real, and I can respect that about you, baby. But also, I mean, I know
we got to keep this. We got to keep this real because it's our business. I get it.
Yeah, and look, people want us to be real too, and we are real, but we're trying to keep it as professional as possible. Yeah, something's going to slip every now and then, but the point of the matter is this: is that, and let me ask you both this individually, okay? I know it's hard for ladies to turn off the emotion. It's practically impossible. And again, the point I'm trying to make is these are nameless and faceless trolls coming out and talking shit about my woman and your woman, Dion. They don't even know who they are, their names or anything. And they're basically preying on the fact that women are vulnerable, and it doesn't matter if you know who they are, as long as you refer to them as Dion's woman or Eli's woman. Our women get butthurt over that. And what I've been trying to tell my lady is, baby, don't let these nameless and faceless trolls trigger you. It's not worth it. You're much better than that. And ladies, you've risen up nowadays, right? Women are liberated. You've risen up. You're stronger, aren't you? Baby, you tell me, and then we'll get to Dion. You're much stronger, right? Tell me.
I am much stronger. I am much stronger as a woman. Oh. And that is why I stand up for the other women out here that are being taken advantage of. And I want to say this is not okay. And I want to call out these little ingrades and bottom feeders that do this to these women. They are, like you said, Dion, incels that they're just feeding on other people because they're miserable.
Right. Well,
they look at you, you're happy, you have a beautiful woman, and you're starting a beautiful family, and they can't handle that because they will never have that.
Right.
Yeah, and
Right, Dion.
they're intimidated that they see, obviously me and Eli are alpha males, so they're intimidated by that.
Absolutely.
So they quit. Oh, you guys are betas. Like, how are we betas? Like, we show our faces. Like, we're not hiding behind SWAT accounts in mommy and daddy's basement. Like.
Right, and here's the thing, Dion. They call me Cuck Eli, right? And
Right.
I have a woman, and I don't watch my woman bang another dude. I would never do
Ugh.
that, right? But the reason why they call me Cuck Eli is because it flows with coach, right? It's another C word, that's one syllable to replace the word coach, right? It's stupid, and it was a joke that somebody started 5 years ago. And a few people just still can't let it go to this day. And it's like, do you think it's affecting my life? Do you think it's affecting me from having a woman or from doing what I'm doing? It's just ridiculous. It's so dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's at this point, man, it's so ridiculous and really sad, man. These people just have, to be quite frank, no life. Like,
Yep, I agree. No life.
Well, they have no life, no content, and quite frankly, Dion and Babe,
No
like
purpose.
these
And
people
no
could,
purpose.
yeah,
right, they could make something out of themselves if they, if they wanted to. They just have no belief in themselves. They don't believe in themselves. They don't love themselves. I've said this time and time again, Dion. I know you've heard this in the past. It's like these people have no self-love, no self-belief. If they did, like a real
no
man,
self-worth, nothing.
no
No
self-worth, right?
self-worth.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm agreeing with everything. Yes, I'm sorry.
I just don't like. They have no right to be, saying all this foul stuff about D, my woman. Like, I mean, it's just, I don't know what these guys get out of picking on females. I guess it's just they're trying to make themselves look bigger than what they are. You know, to me,
Well,
that's a beta male when you try and pick on a female.
well,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, Dion, it's really disgusting when you want to call me out. Not you. I'm talking about them, but you want to call me out on my drinking as you're sitting there picking up your cup and drinking.
Right.
You're just as drunk as you think I am. And you're just projecting your own insecurities onto me because I have a problem, and that's not
right,
nice. I put my shit out there to say, "Hey, yeah, this is a problem and we need to address it in this world."
right.
And now they want to make fun of it.
Yeah, it's fucking sickening.
Oh, it really is. It really is. And let's go ahead and do this, Babe. Let's give you and Dion a few more minutes to have a final say, and then Dion, we're gonna move on with the rest of the show, and we can bring you on another time where we can do a full blown show if you're up to that, man. I'd
Yeah, I
like to do
appreciate
that
you
at
for
some
having
point.
me on, man. Like, this definitely needs to be
Yeah.
addressed. Like,
Yeah, it's a serious topic, and it's something that it's just going on too much, and it's just not okay. So I just felt like, honestly, this was something Eli and I were just kind of talking about this afternoon, and it just came up as a conversation of, I'm just done with the way that people are taking advantage of women on YouTube. And
Yep.
I mean, I'm not going to name any names, but I could literally give you about 6 names that I know of that have been taken
All men,
advantage
all men,
of.
all men, right? All men. They're. I know. I've seen at least 10 men out here on this platform, past and present, that exploit women, exploit their vulnerabilities. They prey on their vulnerabilities and then they exploit them for profit. And, it's just, it's sickening to see this, because these women will go on live stream panels and basically defend the man that's exploiting them, to the grave. Like it's just asinine to me. It really is. But go
It is.
ahead, babe,
And
Dion.
and
I mean, it's just.
no, I just want to say really quick, sister, thank you for being here. You know who I'm talking to. And thank you. Thank you for your comments.
Yeah, California Ford Outdoors says, excellent topic of the night. And furthermore, she says, those people have no life that sit behind a screen and act like school-age children, which is sad, really, though. It is.
That's
Thank you for
exactly
being here
what's
as well.
going on, right, Dion?
Yeah,
They just sit behind there and they hide.
Right, that's what it is. And what it is too, it's jealousy. Jealousy because these guys, let's just be real, these guys can't get any women. I mean,
No.
So they're jealous that me and Eli, we have a significant other who we get to come home to every night. And, I'm not going to name any names, but all these guys on these platforms, these guys just, they're miserable,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. You're
Yeah,
right.
and
You
their
nailed that
misery,
on the head.
their misery stems back to unresolved traumatic issues stemming back to their childhood typically, or maybe going through a couple of bad breakups in the past that they still haven't gotten over. And the thing is, they could easily get help and turn that around. But instead of doing that, they come out here on YouTube or other social media platforms and they project their insecurities, not only to other women, but to other men like us. Like it's one thing for these guys. I don't condone them attacking women, but I can more so understand guys being a little upset at women for something not working out, even though they shouldn't be upset. But when they attack one of their own kind, that's the most pathetic beta move ever. You never attack another man just because you perceive him to be better than you. All you're saying to a man that you're attacking is that you perceive him to be better than you and you're jealous of him. Whether you admit it or not, that's just the truth of the matter. You tell me if I'm wrong, Dion. I mean, that's how I feel. That's how it is.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, man. Like, you want to talk about a vulnerable moment for me, I probably shouldn't be putting this out there, but, not a lot of people know this, but my woman makes more money than I do with her job. But that, she doesn't make that much more, but she makes more money than I do in her job. But, we split the bills and the expenses, but that doesn't make me any less of a man just because she makes more money than I do, So if people want to judge me for that, and I have people in my real life who judge me for that, but it's like, where's your wife? Where's your girlfriend?
You know what, Dion? I commend you for that, bro.
I commend you.
Well, can I get, let me get this in here because this is important, right? That shows strength, bro, because in this modern world, women fought for equal rights. They got equal rights, right? Equal rights, equal opportunities, and all that. And when you're in a relationship nowadays, like I've said, and I've heard this from Coach Corey Wayne, you know who he is, and he's right. It's not about two people completing each other. It's about two people, coming together as complete individuals and sharing each other's completeness together. And so if women are going to fight for equal rights and they get them, there's nothing wrong with a woman making a little more money than the man. Now, quite honestly, in my opinion, if the woman was making, 75 or 80% of the income, that might cause a problem, with her respecting the man or you feeling inferior to her. But if it's close, that's not a problem. And quite frankly, it's not a problem either way, as long as, you don't make it a problem within the relationship. But for you to come out and own that and be confident about it, bro, I commend you, bro. And that's mad respect right there, bro. There's nothing to be ashamed of that,
Yeah, and like I said, not a lot of people know that, but I'm not afraid to admit that because I'm confident in my masculinity, and and I know that doesn't make me any less of a man. Like,
Well, bro, let me say something in your favor here, okay? It's kind of a joke, but kind of not. But this is just something funny. It's like if you two get married and she divorces you and she's making a little more than you, bro, then you're gonna win out in the divorce settlement, brother. No, I'm not encouraging that. I'm not encouraging.
Babe.
Oh yeah.
I'm not. Listen,
God
dude.
damn
Listen.
it,
Oh man,
Eli.
that's a good.
Yeah. Come on, you
I didn't
can't
even
expect
think
anything
about
less
that.
from me. Oh, Dion, and
Oh
this is
man,
the
I didn't
thing,
even think about that.
bro. Here's the thing. You're in a good position.
Dion, don't think about that
No,
shit.
no, no, no,
Don't
no, 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 no.
feed into
Neither am I.
that.
No,
I
no,
mean,
no, no,
that
no,
is a
no,
good
baby.
point, but obviously, I'm not gonna.
No, he's not. What I'm saying is that they're close. They're close to. Even if she makes just a little more, it's still pretty close to even, to the point of where none of them is gonna lose big. But the point of the matter is, we hope they don't go through divorce. I'm
You
just
know
saying,
what?
when you bring, hold on, baby, when you bring a similar amount of resources into a relationship and a marriage, there's a lot less chance of somebody leaving someone and taking their shit and then doing what they call, remember the term monkey branching, Dion? Monkey
Right.
branching to another dude. You take the man for his money, and then you monkey branch to Chatter Tyrone, right? And that's what we're trying to avoid. I'm not saying it's going to happen here. I'm just saying that Dion's in a good position. And
No.
listen, respectfully to his lady, I respect her too. I'm just saying I think you both are in a good position. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
we're not like I said, we're not like I said, we go through our fights and shit, but nothing to the point where we're gonna get divorced and nothing like that, you know.
No, and that's why I want to interject here because, babe, you're that's not appropriate. I mean, like, seriously, like, we all have our issues,
Uh-huh.
and like I said, they're starting their life. There's gonna be conflict. There's gonna be they have to understand what's going on with life right now.
Yes, sweetheart, but this is what you're not understanding. I'm being respectful in saying that Dion can go into this having a sense of security himself, knowing that, that if it doesn't work out, it's not going to cost him everything. It's really, I understand how bad it looks to women when guys
Oof.
look at it that way, right? What's this oof?
I'm taking the headset off because I got screwed in my divorce. And I just don't like
Oh,
where
so
this
that's a
is
sense.
going.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
It
I lost my kids. I lost everything in my divorce. So they say a lot of times that women will always win in this case. No, it doesn't happen. I am right here to say it doesn't. I lost everything.
I'm
You're the
I
I'm sorry
lost
third
to
my
hear
woman.
that.
kids,
I didn't know that.
my house, my cars, everything.
And
Oh
sweetheart,
yeah,
you are the
My
third woman I've
career.
dated. Right, you are the third woman I've dated that was the breadwinner and lost pretty much everything as well.
Everything
So
to a
so so
man.
so so
right.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. It's not just men losing half their shit in these divorce settlements. Women that have been the breadwinners in some of the relationships lose it too. This is the number. The last time I saw it, Dion and Babe, is that 30% of households in the U.S. now have the woman as the breadwinner. And while that still means 70% of men are the breadwinners, for women to come that far along in 55 years since they were liberated to now be 30% of the breadwinners, it's pretty fucking staggering, don't you think, Dion? Like, it's impressive. It's impressive. Wouldn't you say? And
I
Babe,
mean,
wouldn't you say?
it is impressive. I mean, like I said, I don't because I've had some friends, judge me for it. They're like, "Oh, your woman makes more than you. You don't have a problem with that?" I'm like, "No, I
So
don't."
what?
Like, yeah.
Well, okay,
So,
so Dion, when I was married, my ex-husband is a cop. I was a nurse. I made more money per hour than he did
Okay.
as a
Wow.
nurse. And that, I think, made him feel
Inferior.
tiny, tiny at times.
Oh, geez. Oh, boy.
And it
tiny man
wasn't meant
syndrome
to
because of
be.
the income.
It wasn't meant to be. I mean, I got my career after he got his, and I couldn't like see the fact that my rate would inflate so much
Yeah.
as an RN, you know? And so, like, why am I being punished because I make more than you now?
Right.
And so that's why I give you a lot of respect.
It's definitely,
Yeah.
he was definitely an insecure man. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. And
think
here's the
about
thing.
it. He's a cop. He's a cop.
Oh, that explains it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
he's
what
a
it is.
cop that was being outranked by a woman
Or out earned. You mean out earned. Out earned.
and outranked
Well,
because people
okay.
respected me. No, people respected me in my career
Right.
more than him.
And I'm just gonna be honest. Cops don't make shit. You know, they really don't. So
No, they don't. They're like teachers, right?
yeah, I mean, yeah,
It's
I
a
mean,
government it's a government salary. That's why. It's a
I
government
mean,
right.
you
job.
get really good benefits at the end of it because you are
And
a
pensions
state
and all that.
employee.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the very end, it's great. But yeah, you don't make a lot of money.
Well, you're not technically a state employee unless you work for the state. You're a city employee if you work for a city, agency.
Or if you work for the county, you're a state employee.
Correct. If you work for the county, you are, sure. If you're like a
Yes,
sheriff or
there are a lot
something.
of cops. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me just say one more thing here, and then we're gonna have Dion pop off so we can get into the first part of this blog.
Actually,
But
you know what? I don't even want to finish the blog. I want to do it tomorrow.
well, then this show is gonna make no sense. We got to get it started tonight. We have a little bit of time to do it. We're gonna get through the
Fine.
first part. So anyway,
Why do we have to
um,
pop him off though?
Well, I mean, you guys are gonna well, what blog are you guys about to talk about that?
well,
Yeah,
we're gonna be talking
what's
about
the
no space
blog?
for violence against. No space for violence against women and girls in the digital world.
Right.
Then why can't we keep him on?
We
I
could.
mean,
I don't want to keep him. What? Go ahead.
I mean, I could stay on a little bit longer, but I don't obviously I don't have to stay on for the whole blog, but
Yeah, I
I
want to
appreciate
respect
you
his
guys having
time.
me on.
I want to respect his time, babe. That's the thing. He needs to get back to his lady too,
But
and
I just
so
I want
Oh,
everyone
I
to know.
respect his lady. You don't understand.
Oh yeah, yeah, she definitely does. But
yeah.
I don't think all these losers, man, on like they just need to leave our women out of it. Like, I mean, you know, just because our women aren't on YouTube or doing nothing like that, they don't have to attack. You know, like it's just like the cyberbullying is just getting out of control. Like
It is.
it gets my temper very like it just makes me very angry and you know sometimes I wish I could see all these guys on the streets, man, and teach them a lesson, but I had to have some self-control and just believe that these people are just hiding behind socks and that they're just crackheads, meth heads, and that's another thing too.
Yeah.
They're getting mad at our women because they drink, but all these guys, they're probably smoking crack, smoking weed, all this stuff. Like I don't get it.
Well, they're projecting, Dion. I mean, basically, they're doing whatever they're accusing our ladies of doing or my lady of doing. They're doing it worse, right? And so that's why, like we just ignore it. It's not a big deal. We laugh at it, right? And, quite frankly, I wish that there was a way where these people could not even access our shows and stuff like that. But the thing is, this is a shared platform, and that's how the YouTube community works. So we as creators have to find ways to, filter out the good from the not so good, and just, if we do live shows, we tackle it as it goes on. We let it get to us and we move forward. And that's it. That's what I've learned to do, bro. It's the only thing you can't do. And another thing, I try to tell my lady, I'm sure you try to tell yours the same thing. Just ignore this stuff. I know it's tough. I know women want to respond to all this because it hits their emotions. But the less you respond to it, the less even the ladies react, the better it is for all of us, because you're not giving these people what they want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's a good point too.
And that's
Yeah.
the hard part with the ladies. I have a hard part keeping like my mouth shut.
Right.
And that's why they
Because
prey that hold on, babe. That's why they prey on your vulnerabilities as ladies, because they know
and
how
that's
hard it is.
the
That's what they
focus
prey
of the
on.
show.
The focus of the show is they're preying on women's natural tendency to react to things because of their vulnerabilities and their emotions. And
So
those are
like
the men. I
so
despise those men. I despise them. Go ahead.
so Dion, like I just tell Eli all the time, I get more upset at how they're attacking him. I'm a woman that loves my man
Right.
and I stand by him, and what they're saying about him is not okay. And that's what fires me up every day.
Doesn't fire me up at all. I don't care. It's not worth
But
it.
I want to
Hey,
shut them down.
well, here's the thing. Pastor Mills in the house. Hello, Eli and chat. Just thought I'd drop in and listen to the show. Hey, bro, how's it going, man? Welcome. Yeah, baby. Listen. Here's the thing. I think the best way to handle it, and we're going to get more into it during the first part of the blog. We're going to give Dion his final thoughts here, and then we're going to get into that first part before we wrap it up. But I think the best way to handle it is to just ignore it and just not feed into
Yeah.
it. That's it. I mean, that's
Um,
all. And Dion, I got to say, I'm proud of you for not feeding into as much drama or any drama like you used. We all have done it, Dion. We all had to learn. But I got to say, dude, um, I don't know, dude. I know you've learned a lot on your own experiences on YouTube and stuff. But I don't know. I mean, you probably have a good woman like I do that has been supportive, bro. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, absolutely, man. Like, I mean, like I said, she's helped me out through a lot. She's helped me get my, through my martial arts, all that. Like, she's helped me get more stability in my life. Like, and the fact that she supports me, like, I don't think I'm an alcoholic or nothing, but I have drunk a lot. But you know, I'm not an alcoholic or nothing, but I do drink here and there. But like I said, I'm not out smoking crack or doing none of all this stuff that all these other guys are doing. So I don't think our
Mm-hmm.
women need to be judged for that.
No, but who's judging them though, Dion? People that are meth heads, crack heads, real alcoholics, right? It's like how valuable is that judgment coming from people that are worse off than them judging our women, and it's just stupid to me. And that's what I'm trying to explain to my lady, is that these people are just projecting, and I know it's hard for you to turn it off, but that's the best thing to do. Just ignore these stupid morons and let's ride off into the sunset and do our own thing. That's it. Plain and simple, right? Final thoughts, Dion, before we let you go and get back to the
Yeah, I mean, I
blog here,
agree
babe.
with that, but sometimes, like D was saying, enough is enough, and but at the end of the day, I mean, that's really the best way to do it. Like I said, I'm insecure in my manhood and my masculinity. I don't, like I've been told she's a hooker, a prostitute.
oh
Um,
my God.
she's been I heard somebody say, "Oh, I hired some chick from Chatterbait or something like that." Like I don't
That's terrible.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell that is. Like, I've heard all the excuse in the book just because I won't put it on camera. Like, so I laugh at it at this point, man. Like,
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, I
Wow.
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. No, Dion, I just want to say really quick, like I've gotten to the point where Eli has literally had to stop me because I was about to like go on camera and dox myself because
oh
I'm
shit.
like, yeah, because these people are freaking stupid and they want to make up things and say things about me and make up stories like they're doing about your lady. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
just like, you know what? And I'm at the point where I'm like, come at me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this.
Yeah,
And
and
You know?
Dion, go ahead, Dion. Go
And
ahead,
you
Dion.
know, Dion, I'm sorry, and you know, Dion, you and I have talked privately. I've expressed to you that I'm at my limit. I'm ready to just go crazy.
So let me ask you this,
You
babe.
know?
Why in the world would you publicly come on my show and let these people know that you're at your limit? You're basically showing them that's the problem with women is this. You ladies show your cards and then you allow these people to exploit you further. That's the problem. Us men, we don't show our
Oh,
cards.
wow. Okay.
well, I
I'm not being
mean,
honest. I'm being honest.
well, she's just trying to defend your honor. I mean, I don't think
I
she's
I
showing the cards, but
No, I
Thank you,
understand that,
Dion.
but no. But she just said something specifically after that. I appreciate her defending my honor. I don't expect that, but I love her and I appreciate it. What I'm saying is that you said, baby, that you're at your wit's end or something. I can't remember exactly how you said it, but you said I can't remember. I forgot what you said now. But you said
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, you're at your wit's end and you're ready to go. It's like why even show to people that it's
I'm
bothering you that much?
saying, like,
Because when they know it bothers you that much, they're going to keep coming at you until you're able to just ignore it. It's a good
alrighty, I'll be
question.
quiet then. I'll be
I'm not
quiet
asking you to.
then.
I
No. I'm
Um,
not asking you to be quiet. I'm just saying. I'm just asking you a question. Go ahead.
no, my thing is I am at my limit
You're at your wit's
right.
with
end.
what they are
She's fed up.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fed up with what they're doing online with everybody, all these women. And I'm not going to name names, but you know, there is one individual that has totally manipulated a lot of people, a lot of women on this spectrum and people that I don't even communicate with anymore. And I feel bad for them because they've been victimized by this guy. And that's the
Yeah,
only reason I'm here on this platform right now, just to say I'm fed up.
Yeah, that and yeah, and a fair warning too. You know, I like I said, anyone that's listening, I wouldn't mess with D. She's from Brooklyn, so you know, you know,
I love you.
she's got that.
I love you, Dion.
all
She's got
right,
that.
baby. All right.
That I'm just saying. The Brooklyn, you can't mess with those. They're fighting warriors. Like
Yeah,
Yeah. We are I think, you know, we can keep our mouth shut for a while. I believe like my the way I am, I'm like a dog in the sense that you keep coming at me, okay, I'll give you a couple more pets, but then once you fucking break that, I'm gonna bite your face off.
I understand that,
And
but this is the thing.
that's where I
Here's
am right now.
here's the thing. You're coming out here now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like you're coming out here, babe, and what you're doing is instigating people to come at you without even realizing it. And
Alrighty.
what we're here to do is to talk about how to avoid this, to identify it and avoid it. And I'm just saying there's no need to instigate people to come at you more than they're already coming. And that's what we're trying to do. I'm not trying to be mean. I mean, baby, I love what you're saying, and I'm glad Dion is here. And I think we should do. I don't know what you think, babe. I think we should do some more
we're all
shows with
making
Dion.
great points. We're all making
Yeah.
great points.
We are.
But I
Pastor
also get
Mill,
that
hold on. Sorry to interrupt you. Pastor Mill with the $10 Canadian super sticker or super chat. Thank you, Pastor Mill. Thank you so much. Yeah, go ahead, Dion. I'm sorry about that.
I think I've heard Pastor Mills. I've heard of that guy. You said he's from Canada?
Yeah, it was a Canadian. It's $10 Canadian, which is $8.95 US. It converts it on the back end of YouTube. But thank you, Pastor Mill. Much love, much appreciation, man. Thank you so much. Go ahead, Dion. I'm sorry.
Pastor. Salute to Pastor Mill. I've heard that name from somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, salute to Pastor Mills, man. Support the channels, you know. But yeah, I mean, we're all making great points, man. I get her side. She's enough is enough. Sometimes you just gotta avoid these people. I get your side. You know, just ignore it. But you know, sometimes, man, when you keep poking the bear, you know, sometimes the bear's gonna poke back. You know.
Right.
Oh, and I've said that so many times.
But babe, real quick, before we get to you real quick, what Dion just said was perfectly stated. Dion, in essence, listen, I love my woman. I will never attack my woman. But we know how ladies are. Ladies naturally react to these things without even realizing it. Baby, I'm not going to blame you for being a woman. You're a woman. But the bottom line is these men are preying on the vulnerability and you keep giving them what they want. And again, it's hard for a woman to turn it off because that's how she naturally is. And what I'm saying is you don't want to instigate them to come at you anymore. That's why a lot of these women that react to all these guys online here that are coming at them, the more streams they do. And what's that, baby?
You're not hearing it, though. You're not getting it.
What am I not getting?
You're not getting it.
Okay, share it. Explain.
All right. So, Dion, I'm a Taurus. I don't know if you know anything about that.
You said a Taurus?
I'm a Taurus. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So right now, the bulls are coming out. I've laid low for a while, and I've let them do their things. But right now, I want to fight back, and I can't.
I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I'm not here to fight. I'm here to create positivity, and so are you. And this is the thing. I love you, babe, and I love women, but this is the difference of how men and women handle things. And it's not disrespectful. My woman's a good woman. She cares about everyone as much as I do, but she's an emotional being. I don't know.
But I'm a Taurus, and I'm from Brooklyn. That's and Staten Island, and that doesn't help.
Hold on a second. Pastor Mill, my apologies.
That Brooklyn comes out, you know.
It does.
That comes out hard.
Excuse me, folks. It's urgent. I got to get this through. Pastor Mill, Nightbot, I don't know why he just timed you out. My apologies. I will read your message. I always support good, decent channels. If I don't give a creator a tip, it's for a reason. LL. Thank you, man. Thank you. Much appreciated, Pastor Mill. And I'm sorry that Nightbot timed you out. I have no idea why he did, but thank you so much for that. Go ahead. Sorry, Dion. Sorry, babe.
Yeah. No, it's probably one of your words that you've timed out.
I don't know.
No, I don't know where I was. You interrupted me.
Dion was saying it's part of your Brooklyn attitude that's coming out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, the Brooklyn.
Right. The thing is, when
baby, you've been with my mother. You've seen it. You were with my aunt, me, and my mother, straight out of Staten Island.
I understand.
I don't want to dox me, but I could give Dion my where I grew up there, and he would know exactly where it was.
Okay.
I won't do it live.
We can talk about it behind the scenes. What I want to say here, and then we're going to have Dion go so we can get into this last part of the show before we wrap it up tonight. But what I want to say is this. Okay, we're on a shared platform like YouTube, social media, wherever you go, it's a shared platform. The problem is when you react to people, they're going to react back. So if you want them to stop coming at you, you got to stop reacting to them. That's just the bottom line. Whether you're a man or a woman, if you want it to stop, you got to stop first.
And
But
I
go
want
ahead, Dion.
and just let me say this to whoever's listening. I know there's some people listening through the show. All these haters, low lights to say, oh, prove to me your woman's real. Well, it's like, well, prove to me she's not real. You see what I mean? You see what I can do there? Like, it doesn't
Yes.
matter. It doesn't matter what I prove. You can't prove that she isn't real, so I don't have to prove that she is because I know she's very real. She's very real every night.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I say to them, prove that she's not real.
Yeah.
And they have to stop judging people because people drink alcohol.
Alcohol.
Yeah, and again, Dion and Babe, then I'm going to let Dion go here in a second so we can finish this last part of the show. Hey, Peace says, Information Man Show, welcome to the show, brother. The bottom line is a lot of people instigate things on purpose just to get a reaction to make content out of it, especially out here on YouTube and maybe even some other platforms too. And so what I've been trying to explain to my lady, and I know we've talked about it, Dion, in the past, and many other people know this. It's like, why are you going to continue feeding into something that is just going to continue giving other creators content when all those creators are trying to do is instigate stuff with anyone that will give them a reaction so they can make content out of it. Do you understand that? So if you want it to stop, whether you're a man or a woman, you have to stop feeding into that, and you have to learn to understand that this is a lot of the stuff that happens on social media is not even real. It's just to trigger a response and to entertain an audience. And people just don't get that, right? That's all. That's all.
Yeah, I mean
So,
that's I get it, and like I said, you do at some point you do have to ignore it, but like you said, like D said, you just get fed up, like, but
hey, real quick, sorry, Dion. Pastor Mill with another $10, Canadian super chat. My God, brother. Thank you so much. Let me give him a big round of applause. Sorry, Dion. I'll give you the floor in just a second.
oh
Pastor
shit,
Mill.
Pastor Mills tonight.
Wow, man. Pastor
Hey,
Mill is wow.
Hey,
Go
Eli,
subscribe to Pastor Mill. Tell Pastor Mill
Eli,
what?
tell Pastor Mills to come visit my channel sometime. Like,
Yeah, right.
Well, Dion,
man.
you need
Share
to
the
get your
love.
Dion,
Share
you need
the
to get
love,
the
Dion.
Yeah,
baby, God dang, you drown out my voice. And I've got the I'm not trying to show off. I've got the $400
Pastor
Shure
Mills.
SM7B. Pastor Mill, yeah, Dion, you need to get your channel monetized. You need to get the watch hours so we can get you monetized and you get the super chat, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think my channel will ever be monetized, man. I'm just too raw and unfiltered, man. Like,
Let's do it.
Well,
We'll do it. Let's get it monetized.
Well, he'd have to start creating a lot more content, baby, and he's pretty busy right now. But yeah, I mean, you put out your, put out your Cash App and PayPal.
And a baby.
Yeah, but he can put out a Cash App and a PayPal, and people can donate to him that way. But yeah, real quick, let me read what Pastor Mill wrote for the lurkers who are hating. You're a good guy. Like, well, thank you, Pastor Mill. I, you know what? When my lady and I go soak in some Epsom salt, yes, it'll be nude, and we won't put that on YouTube because it'll shut our channel down, and we don't want to show off anyway. But we're going to be talking about this tonight, Pastor Mill. You gave us something great to talk about. You're a good dude, and I'm gonna share you out.
What,
man. Go ahead.
I want to say something too. Like, if I'm being perfectly honest too, I really believe a lot of people are jealous of you and Dee's relationship. I really believe that.
Why do you say that?
I just think they're jealous of, the compatibility, the chemistry. You guys are two couples on YouTube, making money, creating positive content. Like, I think people are jealous of you guys. I really do.
Thank you. I think you're right.
You know, that's just my opinion, coming from my perspective.
Yeah, and I
Like
get
I said before, hold on, baby. Like I was trying to say before, is these people are jealous of our happiness.
Exactly.
You are making a life with your woman and you're having a baby and getting married, and they can't handle that. Eli
yeah.
and I are making our own relationship and being happy, and they can't handle that.
Hey
That's why
Dion,
they're coming after us.
Right.
Dion, we can't make babies because my woman's 47 and she's going through menopause, dude. So the system is
Oh, I make
it's it
puppies.
it's
We
it's
just go out and buy puppies
Hey,
and
yeah,
rescue
it,
dogs.
it,
puppies
it,
are
it,
just as great.
We
no, I
rescue
get it,
dogs.
Yeah,
but you know
puppies are
what?
just as great.
It's busting unlimited nuts, Dion, without any worries, brother.
Yes.
Oh, isn't it great, man?
Oh wait, this
Oh,
is a
dude, yeah.
monetized channel, baby.
Well, baby, that's okay. Baby, that's not going to get me demonetized. The dude at YouTube, if it goes to review,
Hey,
will be like,
way to
yeah.
rub that in, Eli. You know.
No, I'm not rubbing it in, bro. I'm just saying. I mean, if my woman could
No,
still
I
get
know. You
pregnant,
just.
listen,
Yeah,
Dion, I
yeah.
know, but here's the thing: if my woman could still get pregnant, I would probably try to get her pregnant. I wouldn't worry about it. I'd be like, yeah,
I
But hey,
would definitely try to procreate for the Melas family.
well, that's great. Okay, well, it's not possible, baby. So
But I
it
can't.
is. It
Yeah.
is.
Insides.
We can
Yeah. The
practice.
baby factory is closed. Baby
Yeah.
factory is closed.
Yeah, but baby, everything else still feels the same, so it's all good.
Oh, fuck yeah. But I just can't make kids. That's the best part of it.
All right, baby. Anyway, I think we've
Hey,
had
That's the best part of our
Dion.
relationship.
My woman's losing it. Sorry, go ahead.
Pat, can you ask that Pastor Mills? I think that's his name, Pastor Mills.
Yes.
Pastor Mill
What church does
with
he?
an L.
What church does he pastor in? I think it's Canada.
Well, I'll go to his channel right now and let me see here.
Because I'm close to Canada. I might want to visit his church one day.
Well, there's
Wait,
nothing
how
in his
close
about
are you to
section.
Canada? You're way north in New
Yeah,
York then.
yeah. I'm very close to Toronto.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I think you have to go to his channel. There's nothing in the about section. But maybe go to his channel and leave a comment. I actually put the channel in the chat, Dion, and I can even send it to you behind the scenes on Facebook if you'd like. I can do it right
is it
now.
a Jew? Is that a Jewish church or no?
Yeah,
Yo
I
no
don't know.
say.
Your guess is as good as mine, but he can feel
Yeah,
free to
yo
put it
no
in the
say.
chat.
Yeah, I hope it's a Jewish church. But yeah, I'd love to come visit Pastor Mills, man. Like,
Yeah, no, I've seen him around for a while, and I appreciate him being here and I making a statement. That means a lot, Pastor Mill. Thank you so much. But Dion, any final thoughts, dude? Because I know we got to get wrapping this up real soon.
no,
Oh,
man, you
baby,
guys are
we're not.
great.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry,
No,
Deanne. Go
go
on.
ahead, D. Yeah, go.
No, you go on.
I just wanted to say you guys are great and appreciate you guys for having me on the show. You know, look for more positive content. Like, yeah, I mean, you guys are amazing, man. Like, and like I said, no one has any right to judge us because we drink alcohol. You know, everybody has their voices. And like I said, I mean, let he who hath no sin cast the first stone. Like,
Yes.
Right.
so,
Yep.
like I said, the fact that I drink, and like I said, I don't drink a lot. I drink a lot sometimes, but I don't. I'm not an alcoholic, and they have no right to accuse me, D, or our women of being alcoholics.
Or anything
Yeah.
else.
Right? Yeah. Like, to me, that's just. And so, like I said, we just all have to work together to you know, yeah, yeah, that's all I have to say. You know, we just have to work
Yeah.
together to fight these fuckers.
Enough
Well, yeah,
said. Yes.
or just
Beautiful,
ignore.
Dion.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
or just ignore and move forward. And you know, I totally get it.
Or yeah, or that too. That too, you know.
Yeah, yeah. That's probably the best way to do it. But Dion, dude, thank you so much for being here. Babe, we're gonna just be on
Eli,
another
one
20.
more thing.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
find out from Pastor Mills what church that is?
In the chat, he goes, "It is an outreach ministry, my friend. Yes, Hua Hua Healing Ministry."
Okay.
HUA Healing Ministry. And you can go in the chat, bro, before the show ends. We're going to stay on a little bit
Yeah, I'm
longer,
gonna
and
I'm
you
gonna
can
go in the
just
chat. I'd like to talk to Pastor Mills a little bit more.
sounds good. Give Dion a
Hey,
chance to talk to Pastor Mill. Yeah,
Eli D, thank you for having me on the show.
Oh
yeah, you're
my
very
God,
welcome, bro.
Dion.
You guys are
Dion.
great, you know.
Dion, you are just very special to me. I want
Okay.
you to know that. And,
I
you
appreciate
know,
that, guys.
yes, you are very special. And I appreciate you being here tonight with us.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
All right, Dion. Thanks, bro. I'm gonna push you backstage. We'll see you in the
All right,
chat,
guys.
bro.
Have a
Thanks
good
again,
night,
Dion.
okay?
You too. Bye, man.
All right, bye.
All right, babe. So we're only going to be on another 20 more minutes. I know it's getting later. We got to get the first part done and give Dion a chance to chat with Pastor Mill a little bit. So we're going to wrap this up in it's 10:39. We're going to wrap it up right at 11. I'm going to shut down quick. So let's get to this blog so we at least get a little part in, and then we'll do part two probably on Wednesday because you have darts tomorrow, right? More than likely
Yeah.
Wednesday, right, baby? Okay, so let's go ahead and switch over. That was a great conversation with Dion, and I'm really glad he came on. I'm really glad you were able to,
Oh,
get him on here today, babe. I really appreciate that. So,
he, I
Angels
can't
Asylum.
tell you. Can I just say something right now that
Yeah,
he's not on?
you can, but we really got to move forward because, baby, I know
We
you're in the
will.
emotional state. Go ahead.
But no, Dion and I have spoken a lot and we're very transparent. I respect him as a human. He respects me. I
Right.
respect his relationship.
Okay.
I look at him as a friend, and it was honestly an honor to have him on there tonight to talk to him.
Okay. And I get that and I appreciate that. I'm just saying, baby, if you rub it on a little bit more thick, then you're gonna get people, talking shit. I'm just saying,
I understand that, but he's a
honestly,
son to me.
I get that, baby, but you got to treat everyone the same. And the thing is, I know you're very connected with Dion spiritually and as a friend, and there's nothing more than that. But the way that you're overly emphasizing it to the point of where you're gonna get people talking about it. I'm just letting you know. That's the way it works. But anyway, it's all good. I'm glad he came on. I'm glad you got him here, baby. Angels Asylum's in the chat. Hey, everyone. Hey, Angel. How you doing? Pastor Mill says, God bless you guys. Sending blessings. Great job. Good show. Thank you, Pastor Mill. Well, let's go over to the browser screen here. And let's get through the first part of this blog. And then we're going to do part two on Wednesday night because my woman has, darts tomorrow. I'll drop back another time. Thank you, Eli chat. God bless you, Pastor Mill. Thank you for your two $10 Canadian super chats. That equals $17.90 American, dude. I'm going to promote you out, and we're going to be over there to support your content. Thank you, bro. Much love. Angels Asylum is crying out of laughter in the chat. Don't use too many emojis, in a certain amount of time, or Nightbot will time you out, Angel. I'm just letting you know. And Nightbot doesn't like excessive emojis, just so you know, right, baby? Babe?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. So this is from the Commissioner for Human Rights website here. Interesting. And the title is No Space for Violence Against Women and Girls in the Digital World. This was written on March 15th, 2022, so it's fairly recent. Let's read a little bit of it here tonight, and then we'll get to part 2 on Wednesday. The advancement of technology has enabled us to connect, share important information, speak up, and raise awareness on human rights violations. But it has also provided additional fertile grounds for gender-based violence against women and girls to an alarming extent. And with little accountability, it has fueled the perpetration of insidious, harmful actions, often by partners and ex-partners, but also anonymous individuals perpetrating an environment in which violence against women and girls seems to be normalized by society. Lockdowns imposed throughout the COVID-19 pandemic only amplified this long-standing problem, with a high number of instances of online sexual abuse. I've actually seen that happen on YouTube and other platforms too, baby. And it's pretty sad what a lot of men are doing nowadays to abuse women and to exploit women online. What are your thoughts so far? You're muted, babe. I can't hear you.
I know. No, that first picture, can you scroll back up?
That's going to take a minute before it gets on the screen again, babe. But
Well,
what was on
the
that?
one where it shows something literally eating a woman.
Yes, there it is. But you're not going to see it on your end for a minute. There's a minute delay, but
Yeah,
people out there, yeah,
that
yeah.
is literally how it feels a lot of times.
Okay. Let's read a little bit more, and then we'll share some thoughts before we go off the air. Though both men and women can experience incidents of online violence and abuse. Yes, it's happened to me. It happens to men and women, but it more so happens to women by immature, insecure, mentally and emotionally unstable men. But yes, it happens to both sexes. Women are considerably more likely to be victims of repeated and severe forms of harmful actions online or with the help of technology. Amen. I could not have said it better than that, baby. What are your thoughts? Does that make sense? These men are preying on women's vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. That's
what
they're
are.
doing. Yeah.
They're literally eating them, and that's why that photo right there is so just overwhelming, because that's what happens. These men come on and they just suck the life out of us.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue.
Angel, hold on. Angel, yes. Dion rules. I agree.
Okay, we get the point. We get the point that you women are fixated on Dion, and quite honestly,
I'm not
ladies,
fixated on Dion.
baby,
I'm
you're
just
slurring
saying
your right. I know you're getting tired now. You are beginning to slur your words.
All right. Good night.
No good night. Let's finish the show. We're live on the air, babe. We baby. I cannot hear you. Can you unmute your mic, please?
That's because I muted you, and I was just trying to say something, and you disrespected me.
No, I didn't, but go ahead.
Never mind.
Okay, every day we hear about women and girls who have been victims of, to name but a few, non-consensual image or video sharing, intimidation, and threats via email or social media platforms, including rape and death threats, online sexual harassment, stalking, including with the use of tracking apps and devices, as well as impersonation and economic harm via digital means. This happens all the time on YouTube and other platforms as well. Young girls are particularly vulnerable to sexual exploitation and abuse, as well as bullying by their peers in the digital space. In some cases, such acts have also resulted in physical violence or led to the victims even having suicidal thoughts. But this is just a snapshot of the problem. The lack of comprehensive and accurate data collection in this area results in information being fragmented and incomplete. But the little we do know suffices to conclude that the magnitude of digital violence against women and girls and ensuing impunity remains colossal, having an impact on society as a whole. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it even gets to the point of where these women take their lives because of the amount of harassment, sexual abuse, exploitation that's happening. And that's what that Hunter Moore was doing back in those days with his website, baby. Now, I see that kind of stuff happen on YouTube, Facebook, and many other platforms, baby. What are your thoughts?
I'm disturbed by where their platforms were and how they wanted to manipulate people. I don't understand it, honestly.
Okay.
You know what? I watch television and I know people are going to say I'm stupid for watching my reality TV. But you know what? Like that shit is like that's the escape. But this stuff is real. What's happening on YouTube is real and it's scary. And I don't like it.
I agree.
I don't like how they attack us or our friends. I don't like what they have to say about our families. I just don't like it. I'd rather go on a freaking reality show and be screwed up by that than this.
I
Because I
understand.
know it's scripted. I know it's
Mm-hmm.
scripted. You know?
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
know
And
it's
ben,
not something that's coming after me directly, but this is.
yeah. Well, here's the thing. Um, we're gonna end this show right now. We're at the 2 hour mark because I know you're getting tired and it's getting later. And I know when Dion came on, it ran a little bit longer than at least
Oh,
I
and I love
expected.
him.
Okay, I honestly I get the point. We get the point. How many? Let me ask you this, baby, because I'm at the point right now where honestly it's beginning to annoy me to the point of where, like, I love Dion and I love you, but enough already. Seriously, it's excessive. It is. I'm not trying to be mean. I get the point. Dion's a cool guy. He's a good dude. How many times do we have to emphasize, how great Dion is? I mean, I'm not
Well,
triggered by it, and
I do that with my other friend, which I'm not gonna dox his name. I
huh.
do the same thing.
I
And you know
understand
who
that,
I'm talking about.
but the perception is going to come off differently than you're putting it out there because it is quite a bit excessive, and you know it. I'm not trying to criticize you. I'm just saying I'm your man, and quite frankly, I love Dion. But how many times are we going to praise a guy that was on the show 20 minutes ago, right?
Fine. Good
I
night.
mean, well, no, good night. We're about to wrap up the show anyway. I'm just saying, you know, I'm just keeping it real. I'm as real gets, and so are you. So, baby, why don't you share your final thoughts? Go ahead and unmute and share your final thoughts, and then we're going to wrap this up and do part 2 on Wednesday.
My final thoughts are that the way that people are abusing women online right now is ridiculous and it's disgusting. We all know that women are emotional, and the fact that you want to just feed on their emotions and like broadcast that out, it's not okay. It's not okay.
No,
And
I
that's
agree with you.
what
And Pablo's here. Welcome to the show, Pablo. We're about to go off the air here in a second. No, I totally get where you're coming from, baby. And again, I know you're tired. This is way past your bedtime, and I know you're tired. So you're absolutely right. We're going to go more into this on Wednesday during part 2 of this show. I will probably do 2 shows by myself tomorrow because my lady's going to be heading back home, and then she has darts tomorrow night. But yeah, look, I understand that, there are going to be people on the internet that are going to do some cringy things, are going to stir up the pot a little bit and talk a little shit. And to a certain extent, there's nothing wrong with that. It's healthy. But there are some people or many people that, really, really cross the line and really, really take it a bit too far. And I don't have a problem with it until it involves vulnerable women. All women are vulnerable at a natural biological level. And, when you have certain men that prey on the vulnerabilities of women to make themselves feel better and then use those women for content and stuff like that, it really, it really saddens me. That's all I'm going to say. It really saddens me. I'm not going to sit here and get mad. There's no reason to get mad, especially on a public platform, where, people are going to scrutinize every word that comes out of your mouth. But it's just really sad. And I hope my message and my lady's message, putting it out here tonight and when we continue on Wednesday with part 2, really gets through to as many women as possible and lets you ladies know that you can stand up for yourself and walk away from this crap and not be a part of it. That's your choice to do so. And if you need any further assistance, my lady and I, we're willing to help anyone that needs the help. Right, babe? Babe? I can't hear you. Babe? Babe, where are you? Where did she go? Babe!
am I here?
Okay, I just asked you a question. Where did you go?
I was here, but like apparently my phone was not here because I had it off. Like the screen was black. I'm sorry.
So you didn't hear a word I said.
I heard it on my microphone, yes, but I
So
could
so
not.
so I was asking you, any woman that needs our support to help work through being victimized online in any way, shape, or form, we're willing to help. You and I. Right, babe?
Sure.
That didn't sound too promising, babe. Are we willing to help or not?
Honey,
Because,
I am willing to help, not for free.
no, I understand that. I understand that. We are willing to help people. If they come on the shows, if they come in our chats, sure, we can motivate them through our chats. If they're going to work personally with us, then of course, we charge them our normal rates, and they can go to coacheli.com and click on the coaching services tabs to or the coaching services tab to find that out. But baby, I know you're getting really tired, and I know it's been a long day, so I'm going to wrap the show. Anything else you want to mention before I put you backstage and end the show?
No, no, no,
Thank you,
I'm
baby,
good,
for being.
baby. I
Thank
love
you, baby,
you.
for. I love you too. I know you're getting tired, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right, baby. I will shut this down and come get you in a few. All right, babe. Thank you. All right, that was my lady. We're going to wrap it up, folks. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Pastor Mill for your 2 super chats tonight. Greatly appreciated. And thank you to there were some other donations that came in from behind the scenes. I'm just choosing to only, display the super chats. Like I mentioned before, I'm not going to be, sharing PayPal and Cash App donations publicly anymore. I will just, thank you folks behind the scenes. But thank you so much for everyone that donated and for supporting the show tonight. Tomorrow I'll be back with a couple other shows, a Walking with Purpose stream, and probably another live stream. And then I got to start getting on some pre-recorded content for the main channel. There's a lot coming soon, so keep it locked here to the Coach Eli network of channels. With that being said, have yourselves a great night. Take care, and as always, be good to each other.